also consider this. Everyone that we come into contact with is for a reason. That's a given at this point. But I challenge you to view it from a different perspective, right? You know how people, like, some, maybe I'm just going to use an example, your family and friends, like, they hurt your feelings, right? They're not kind. They say things that come off as rude or disrespectful. And this may be true, trust me, this may be true. But then you have some family and friends that tell you something in a different way, in a different tone, that's more empathetic, that's more understanding, to where you're not really offended by what they said, but it's probably the exact same thing that the other family member or friend said to you, but in a more negative, insensitive way, right? Well, in my opinion, that comes from a healed person or a healing person, and then a person that's unaware just yet. Nonetheless, they both are there to do the same thing, to get you to another version of yourself, to help you grow, right? Because that's all it is. Like, your family and friends, people that you encounter, they help you to grow or to get to the higher version of yourself. I don't know, y'all. I just be thinking, because I'm like, okay, if that's true, everything is almost like everything is a positive. There can't really be a negative. If you can take your experiences in this world and use them as a catalyst for growth, it's possible, right? If it can happen, it will happen. So if that's true, everything can be a positive. What determines that is how you look at the situation. Are you able to see it from a different perspective, a different point of view? Or are you allowing other beliefs to hinder your growth, right? And I'm not saying that everything is bad, but if you can get a positive from every situation, where is the negative? I mean, you see negative in this 3D, in this world, you see it because everyone have a different mindset. Everyone is built differently, wired differently. I don't know, I was just thinking, because if everyone could stop and think like, okay, what is the lesson in this? Yeah, what is the lesson in this? Why am I going through this situation? Why is this person talking to me like this? What do I need to work on in myself? Do I need to work on self-love? Do I need to work on boundaries? Do I need to work on better communication? Do I need to work on, like, it's just a list of things, right, that could make you become a better version of yourself. Now, my allergies messed up really bad, but just sounded about me, thinking about things, thinking about a lot of things. But that's just something that I feel like if we as a collective can start changing or implementing in our lives, right? And not taking things so personally, because it's not personal. It's not personal. It's for your growth. It's for the growth of the entire world, entire universe. It's not personal. As long as you're growing in a positive direction, go. And then you teach, you share what you've learned, because everyone resonate with things differently, right? Some things people can be like, oh yeah, I get that, I can relate with such and such, but they can't necessarily relate with someone else. But yet they're saying the same thing, just in a different way. We need to start sharing what we know to be true, because then it could help someone else on their journey, on their healing journey, on their spiritual journey, on whatever type of journey, life journey. You know, those words I just threw out there quite literally can mean the exact same thing, but to someone else it means something totally different, but it means something good. It feels good to them. That's all that matters. Like, we are all interconnected together, and it shouldn't be like a war or like any fights going on. Like, it should be an understanding that, yeah, this is my belief, or this is your belief, and this is their belief, and this is the message. Like, what's the message? What's the end game? You know what I mean? Like, what are we trying to get to? Raise the vibrations of of this world, like, make it more positive, right? But I don't know. There's just some of my thoughts I was thinking about. And that's it. Alright, I love you. Bye.